Read, my brother. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. All right. Okay. Come closer where I can hear you a little bit. You have a what? A micro? A Michael Jackson voice. You don't have a big voice.
I do have a big voice.
Come on with it.
Yeah.
You know they got to come from right here.
You knew that, man.
All right, all right.
So, okay, my final question is, you know, if this God is true, why does this God need you to proclaim its existence? Why doesn't it just shows itself? Because if you look at human history, man has tried to tell man about this God. This God has never revealed itself. Like actually, I mean, people say they've got personal.
So you want to have God Himself personally come in?
I don't know if it's in
That's cool. You want to have God Himself, the creator of all the universe, have to personally deal with you. Is that what you're saying?
Prove it.
Yeah. Right. So that's the only way you can be proved, right? Right. But logic don't help you prove that there's a God. For instance, many people understand about the universe itself and its order, how are things kept in order. They understand from that there's a creator. But you can look at your own body and tell that there's a creator. Your nose wasn't placed, hold up, your nose wasn't placed at your behind. It's order. It's order. Somebody put things in the correct order. Your eyes aren't in your back. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't just evolve into the great being that you were made into, right? Somebody with a lot of understanding and knowledge is created man. Everything on earth we can see that same knowledge and wisdom in. That's one way. But I like His laws. His laws prove who He is, right? His laws prove who He is. You look around us today, it's chaos, isn't it?
I would say there is disorder. Yeah.
You would say it's disorder. What do you call Buffalo?
That's disorder. It's fucked up.
Yeah, it's chaos.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's chaos.
It
is. So we want to think of how I got that way. But let's go back to Isaiah 1 again.
I just wanted to ask that one question.
Oh, I want you to go. What's your name?
I'm named
Cozy.
Nathan? Hey, how you doing?
My name's Cozy, C-O-Z-Y.
Hi, Cody. How you doing today?
Cozy.
See, I heard you. C-O-D. Come back, Nathan. Nathan. So pay attention. This is what I want to show you. Because this is the voice of God. All right? This is the voice of God. You're not going to get Him to come speak to you out of the sky on a personal note, come visit you or give you a dream. This is the voice of God. And if you will be in here, you'll be able to communicate with God because you start getting that wisdom and understanding. This is the problem with society and especially our people today. Come on.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
The ox know his owner. A dumb animal knows his owner. If you got a dog or a cat, they know who owns them. They stay on that porch, they wait for that food. Come on.
And his ass, the master's crib.
He knows where to go back to. You could drop a cat off 10 miles away, he find his house right back to your porch. They understand. Come on.
But Israel does not know. My people do not consider.
So he said, those animals know, but Israel does not know who they are. They don't know where they came from. They think they came from the west coast of Africa and all of this stuff.
Bring it out.
Right? So we don't consider what happened to us and why it happened to us. You agree? Huh? Come close. Come and tell you some stuff you ain't never heard before. So did you get what we just talking about? You know what we're talking about? So what we're trying to teach our people is the agreement that God made with us, God's people, the so-called, the people on that sign right there. You see it, 12 tribes of Israel. They were called Israelites at that time. And he made an agreement with them if they kept his laws and commandments, verse 1 and 28, that he was going to give them all these benefits. But in fact, God was talking to the people on here. This ain't hate speech. This is not hate speech. This is understanding.
That's right.
God taught us, told us with an agreement, and we broke the agreement.
Right.
Sadly, but it's true. We didn't keep the laws and commandments. Deuteronomy 28:15. Come on.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
Let me simplify it. If we didn't listen to God's laws and commandments, how y'all doing today? That we were going to get the adverse effects. We had to keep the commandments. We didn't. Come on.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
You know what the curses is? God's hand against you. God gonna make things happen bad for you. Read it again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do,
to do. Come on.
To do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So they're gonna come on us, and they're gonna overtake us. Like if we were running the track, and I was running behind you, and I'm gonna overtake you. That means I'm gonna be catching up with you all the time, right? So through time, these curses came on us, and finally, we fell into the full effect of the curses. Come on, read some of the curses.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
We don't do good in the city, and we don't do good in the field. Who own all these buildings, by the way?
Bring it out.
Who own all these buildings? You know anybody? No, not a one of us know anybody that own any of these buildings, because the people who own these buildings, not us. That's not hate. That's just a fact.
See?
That's a fact. Come on. How y'all doing today? All right.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Come on. I got to help you, brother. You're going to learn something, you stay.
I'm working right now.
All right. Peace and blessing. Go ahead.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So we were going to be cursed in the city and cursed in the field. Do you believe that, brother? The conditions that we're going to suffer is written right here in the Bible. This is what's going to happen to us, and it has been happening, and it continues to happen. Read.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Y'all believe in the Bible? Really? You know you the people right here?
That's right.
Come in. Let's take a look at this. Come, take a quick look at this. On this sign, which people do you line up with? What would be your name? This is the biblical name. This is the modern day name. Who would you be? You be Judah. All praises, brother. So we can prove that. We can go back to the time of the Byzantine Empire, and there were black Jews at that time that were in power and ruling. Did you know that we ruled in Europe, in Spain, Portugal? Check this out. Prior to us going into the west coast of Africa, we were over in Spain and Portugal.
Bring it out.
We were brought over to Africa in the 1300s, dropped off in ships on the west coast of Africa from the king of Portugal. John was his name. Over 800,000 black Jews were forced out of Spain into Portugal. From there, there's a place that you can look up on the internet. You can see this picture. It's called the King's Fountain. It's a picture. It's going to show those Jews how they were being treated, how they were using clubs to take their children from them, and how they had to wear a cross on their back to show that they were conversos. They were converted to the modern day Christianity. You understand? That's how we got our Christianity, is when the Catholic Church forbid us to keep the laws and commandments, to call ourselves Jews, but it's in many, many books. Now they tell us if they want to hide information from us, where do they hide it? Come on, Israel, where do they hide it? They hide it in a book. That's right. So you got to read that book to know you got to read history. Before 1850, read backwards, and things are totally different from what we talk today. This ain't hate speech. This is you awakening. This is your eyes being open. This is the light coming into your mind and into your heart. You got to start waking up. Did you like what happened in Buffalo? You did? No. No, you didn't like what happened in Buffalo. You want to say it again? Until we change from who we are and keeping God's laws and commandments, until we start keeping them, it's going to keep happening. Believe me, this society ain't going to change. The hate for you ain't going to change. They're going to keep doing the same things. And they almost say, oops. That's what almost happened. They said, oops. Sorry, another 15, another... You remember what happened in Carolina? Wasn't that in Carolina when they went into the church and the guy shut up? Huh? But that was in Carolina. That was in Carolina. They went into one of the famous historical churches and the dude killed up all the people in there. They arrested him and took him to McDonald's because he was hungry. You think that's cool? No. You see that dude up in Buffalo? Did they shoot him? They was able to take this dude who shot up 15 people to jail. So this society is not for us. It wasn't built for us, right? It was built on their whims and wishes to benefit them. Not hate speech. Reality. Reality. And the other reality is we have to keep God's laws and commandments to overturn it. All right? So give me a couple of more of the curses. See if you recognize these.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Do you know when that happened? When our sons and daughters were given to another people? I actually got to think of 2 times. It happened in Spain and Portugal. When they brought us through there, they took our children from us and made them Christian slaves. That's what they did. And they took the parents and they enslaved them. They put them in torture chambers, and some they killed. If you wouldn't denounce being a Jew, they killed you. If they suspect you, it's called the Inquisition. They came to your house, they checked, they said, eat pork. If you refused the pork, they took you down and tortured in torture chamber. Come on. The other time was here, doing slavery. They come to the plantation and say, look, I'm selling you to Farmer Bob.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.
You going to a different plantation. You couldn't say nothing. They just sold you to it. They took your children from you. You couldn't say nothing. He slept with your women. That's why sometimes you got to look at what's going on today. These athletes and stuff, they crossing over and marrying. But back in the day, they could come in there and just sleep with your woman. You couldn't say nothing. It's not hate, it's reality. It's just reality. What's your name? On the back. On the back. This is way down here. This is where we're located on Old Gentilly. Come over there, brother. What's your name? Deshaun, look at me. You gonna come? You gonna come? I'm gonna see Old Gentilly, 5,000 Old Gentilly. Hit it here, hit it here. I'm gonna see you again. I'm gonna look you right now. All right. All right, all right. Come in the afternoon after 3. After 3, come over there. Sit with your people. Stay with your people. We're gonna eat dinner afterwards. We're gonna enjoy each other's company, because that's something we don't do. We don't love each other. We look at each other with hate, and we gotta overcome that, right? We gotta be more than a team. We're a family. We're a nation of people that's been displaced mentally and physically. Right. And we got to overcome that. You understand? Hey. Yes, sir. United is the word. A united nation of people. Not the United States of America. We got to be a united people. Right? This ain't hurt nobody else. I ain't told you to go out and hit nobody. You've never seen one of us do anyone any harm. We don't do that. We teach our people to free their minds. You see anything wrong with that? All right, I'll praise. I ain't gonna hold you up. All right.
We used to scream black power, while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.